Momentum's kind of like, so what a momentum investor does is, let's say that, let's just use McDonald's again, right? Let's say in the morning today, right? In the morning today, McDonald's is at $50, right? I think, actually, this is not an example. Let's take a growth company, right? Let's pick Google. And there's a reason I'm doing that. So Google grows really, really fast, right? They grow so fast that even in one day they grow a lot. So I was like, okay, I'm a momentum investor. I have this feeling, right? I'm going to buy Google at $300 now. And then at the end of the day, Google is going to be $350. So guess what? I already made money in one day. Okay, but these people are crazy. You shouldn't do that. So you can do whatever you want, actually, you know, to lose money or whatever. But this is like the more, you know, I believe in these two principles because it's more like rational. You're thinking about what's happening, right? Instead of just like, this is just like picking stocks. You just boom, 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 and it's like, shit. And then, yeah. So momentum is like you're by feelings.
Moving.
Yeah, I'm just moving by feelings, by momentum. Whatever you feel, right? And usually momentum people are day traders, right? So you know day traders in the day, and they're trading, right? That makes sense. So everything in finance you can read, right? Day trader, right? So a day trader is an example of this because the entire day they can't eat because they're wondering if this price is going to go up or down, right? So,
I have a question.
Sure.
It's kind of irrelevant, but how does Google make money? Because like, I don't know what they do. I mean, I don't know like internet.
So I have to like look at their revenue streams and stuff. But like we're actually going to cover this. So I'm going to pick a few companies from different industries, and you guys are all going to have different companies. And we're not talking Google and stuff. I'm going to, you know, do like car companies as well. So we'll try to find out how some of these companies make money. But usually, for example, like a lot of technology companies make money on their products. So even though Google's search engine, right, a lot of people like pay to use it because it's so.
But that's free though.
No, a lot of companies pay to like advertise it, and they make so much money just from that. So just advertising fees. For example, Facebook doesn't make any money, but like if it charged advertising fees, that would be one of the main streams of revenue. But the thing is like, this works best for Google because Google is just used so much. So that's why Google has an advantage, right? Okay. Are we good? So momentum is like feeling, day trading, right? Growth and value. These are very easy to remember. I don't want you to forget this, right? So GARP is, this is like really messy, but I don't know why I can't write either. It's okay. So GARP is growth at reasonable rate. Okay, so the reason why there's many different types of investors, right, and personalities, is because what do you think this means? Growth, so you're growing at reasonable rate, right? So these are the people, right, who, do you know how like when somebody asks you a question, right? There's like yes, no, and there's people who just say maybe, right? These people are weird because they can't decide, right? So this is the same thing. Growth at reasonable rate is like a person who's in between these two. Does that make sense? So he thinks the company's going to grow, but at a reasonable rate. But it's sort of like, it's also like value too. So like that's why I don't want to cover these two. It's more just for you guys to know what it stands for. Does that make sense?
GARP.
Right. Growth at reasonable rate.
What's the P?
I have no idea. Reasonable
Price, maybe?
Shoot. Well, anyways, I'm pretty sure it's like that. GARP. Price. Huh. I'll have to check on that. So, but anyways, it's not that important. Usually people call this like even if it stands for something, you can look it up actually. That's what it means. Growth at a reasonable rate. So you're looking for companies that grow at that don't grow a lot, but grow somewhere like in the middle, right?
Price.
Price, right? Yeah. Well, thing is we usually say rate, but whatever. Right? So it's growing at a reasonable price. I say rate because when you're growing, you have to grow at a certain rate. Usually, you use this term actually a lot more, but whatever. Make sense? So from all this, it's really messy, but I only want you to remember growth and value, right? Boom. Is that beautiful? That works. Okay, that's fantastic. Any questions? Cool. Okay. So now we're going to cover something new from the mock class. And during the break at 8, we're going to create an account after you guys get water and all that stuff.